Yes guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So, first things first, welcome. My name's Danny Mangan. If you haven't seen me before, now you have. If you have seen me before, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, subscribe, please like the video. It does obviously help the video with rankings, all that kind of stuff. Today, as you can see from the title of the video, we're doing a Q&A. I put up a poll, a question thing, on my Instagram for you guys to pop in your best questions that you wanted to ask me. We've got a handful of them and we're going to run through some of them now. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's at Danny Mangan Fitness. Let's crack into the questions, yeah? The trend's got me fucking blinded. Get my archives, get the preparation for this, it's just terrible. Okay, let's have a look at what we have here. Hey guys, any tips for coach starting out? I got my first 2 clients yesterday. So just go in with an open mind, be ready to learn things you've never learned. It's a learning curve at the end of the day. It's trial and error with results with clients. Take your time. Don't beat yourself up if you lose a client here and there. You're always going to gain and lose some as you go. Be patient with the business building, and as long as you work on bringing results to your clients, then your company should grow. And don't be afraid to share the transformations on your Instagram. Like my coach Jay says, your Instagram is your catalog. So if you guys are making great transformations, be sure to share them. Be sure, to get the word out that you're getting results, and normally results will lead to more clients. What is your current training split? Please help me grow my legs, bro. Current training split, we do full legs, we'll then do chest and biceps. That'll be followed by a rest day. Then I will go back in the gym to do shoulders and triceps. After that will be quads and biceps again. We'll then rest again, and then we'll do a pull and ham session, which is where I do my deadlifts and all that stuff. So it's a split that I've put together for my needs. My legs I found grow very, very, very quickly. My chest and my delts took a lot longer, so I thought I'm going to split up my push sessions into chest and delts, or chest and shoulders, just to get a little bit more attention on those muscle groups, so I can really bring them up in my off season for when we prep next year. And so far so good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, even Oxy said the other day how my density in my chest and my shoulders has come up a lot. A couple people are also mentioning it to me, so it is working. I was a big believer in legs push pull legs, whatever way you want to put it. But for me now, I've seen a lot more progression kind of coming away from that split. I still train with the same methodology, the same intensity. I don't do high volume, I do like a medium low volume split. But yeah, and then in terms of how to grow legs, mate, get really strong and make sure the range of motion is perfect. You don't want to be doing half reps, you want to be making sure, for example, if you're doing a leg press, you want to take the quad through the full range of motion, and then get strong in that range of motion. You want to make sure that you are putting the muscle under as much tension as possible in the entire range of motion, and progress your lifts, and you have to get stronger. You have to get stronger, you will get bigger. As long as you're eating the right amount of food that your body needs to grow, and you're taking your rest days, then your quads, they should grow, simple as that. And don't do the thing is, a lot of people think of legs. I think legs is quite a hit and miss, so you can kind of get away with doing slightly higher volume on legs and they'll respond really well. But I think some people like to take the volume into an unnecessary place. Yesterday we trained legs. You'll see the video next week, and we done 2 sets for extensions. This is quads. 2 sets for extensions, 2 sets for leg press, 2 sets for hack squat, and we were all burnt. That's 6 sets of quads total, 6 working sets, right? So you don't need to be doing 20 working sets on quads to get big quads. It's rubbish. 6 sets, 10 sets max for legs, including like adductors and hamstrings, and you will be fried. Simple as that. A bit of background on myself. So I was coached by Jordan for a long period of time. We made a lot of progress, and then unfortunately me and Jordan parted ways because I lost my nutcase and I couldn't hack it anymore. But it was a great time. So I've got a couple of questions regarding, this guy asks, do you think you'd be in a worse or better position if you stayed with JP? So I don't know, because it's impossible to say, because I'm now not with Jordan. I'm in a great position. I think I'd probably, if I stayed with Jordan, I would have progressed. How much more, how much less, who knows? With me, I'm as meticulous with my diet and my training as I was with Jordan. There's nothing changes apart from I've got a different coach, and I use the same sort of methods as Jordan put me on, had me using, supplement wise. We do the same sort of things. There's nothing really that's going to make me progress less or more, really. I like to think I'd probably be the same sort of level, if not a little bit behind, because the rate of progression me and Jace have had has been substantial. So I can't really answer that question. What was your cycle nutrition training like when you made the most progress right now? So I think over the last couple of weeks, well, months, after like cutting out my legs push-pull split, I've really made a lot of progression. At the moment we're cruising, so if you guys don't know what that means, is we're at a TRT dose of testosterone. That's a lot. I'm a little bit higher than TRT dose, but it's what I've always done. So we're on a low dose of testosterone. Training wise, I've just run through my split. That's what my split is. Nutrition wise, everything, you know, I have a diet plan from Jace. I follow that diet plan 5 out of 7 days of the week. On the 2 days I don't follow that diet plan, I get off-plan meals. So, for example, the diet is still strict. I'm still eating clean foods that are going to make me to progress. My protein sources are quality. You know, my carbohydrate sources are quality. I'm like a robot at the moment with everything. But I've been that way since I started bodybuilding. I got into bodybuilding and I went literally cold turkey, Tupperware mode from the get-go. So nothing's really changed. Like I've stepped up in terms of robot mode over the last, you know, however long it's been, and I've made a lot of progress. But you know, the drugs have really nothing to do with it, in my opinion, because if they did, I'm running the lowest dose of testosterone I've ever run at the moment, right? I'm making loads of progress. I'm not on any of the higher anabolics, Tren, Mastron, Deca, MPP, insulin. I'm not on any of those sort of drugs, and I'm still making loads of progress. I think when we implement those drugs back into play, I will make even more progress, and we'll go forward at a faster rate due to the anabolics. But you know, that's only going to happen if I make sure that important variables such as training, diet are in play and they're getting smashed every single day. Otherwise, for drugs, you know, they're not going to do anything. I'm sure you guys know, and I'm sure you guys and girls see the guys in the gym who look the same month after month after month after year, because they rely on the drugs to do all the work and they still look the same. And I can say, like, food, sleep and training are the main variables for growing muscle. End of story. So to answer your question, 250 megs of test a week. Nutrition, strict, following the plan. What it says on the paper is what I eat. Training, I've just mentioned my split. High intensity, low volume, taking rest days. I take, at the moment I'm doing 2 on, 1 off, and then 1 on, 1 off at the end of the week. So plenty of rest days, plenty of intensity. Sticking to the diet, being consistent with what I'm doing, and that's how I'm making progress, really. Best advice I would give to a beginner lifter, aka someone that wants to be a bodybuilder, build muscle. You know what, let's open up this question even more. Someone that wants to progress in their fitness journey, whether that be someone that wants to build muscle, lose weight, lose body fat, become a bodybuilder, powerlifter, whatever it is, okay? My advice to you guys would be, first of all, have fun with it. Don't take life too seriously. If you're starting off, and let's say you're a 15-year-old, you have to be like 16 to go to the gym. Let's say you're like a 16-year-old, 17-year-old, you just got into the gym, you've got your goals set, you know, have fun with it, go in the gym, train hard, you know, don't take life too seriously in terms of diet. Eat your diet if you've written yourself a diet, you know. But don't be afraid to have your cheat meals, don't be afraid to live life a little bit, because I feel like a lot of people, they're dedicating their entire lives to bodybuilding at like 16, 17, 18, which is great if you know you want to be a bodybuilder, but don't put the pressure on yourself, you know. If you are wanting to have a burger, don't have to think it's a bad idea to have that burger. Have the burger, you know, enjoy your life. You're still, this sounds very patronising, I'm not speaking down to anyone, but you would still be classed as young, you know. You've got your whole life in front of you. So have fun with it, train hard, okay, you know, train hard, eat big and wise depending on your start point. Be patient and understand that everyone has a start point. Everyone has a point where they started, obviously it isn't. And Rome wasn't built in a day. Your physique's not going to be built in a day. Your weight loss is not going to happen overnight. It's fact. You know, stick to the plan, be happy with it, and just be positive. You know, surround yourself with people that want to see you do well. Surround yourself with people that build you up, and just you know, have fun, enjoy the journey, don't put too much pressure on yourself, don't beat yourself up over social media, and you know, stay consistent, and guess what, you will get there. So simple as that. By the way, if any of you guys are looking for an online coach, I now am taking clients, so if you want me to help you with your fitness goals, I will put my email in the description box below. Drop me an email and we can crack on and get that done. Okay, next question. What has your family / previous relationships, what's been their opinion on bodybuilding and obviously steroids, dieting, etc, etc. So, I mean, for me, I'm very lucky, and I think this is a very important variable if you have it to really appreciate. If your family are behind bodybuilding and they're behind your diet, behind your training, behind your what you have to do, aka supplement use, like mine are, please like understand that is a very rare thing to have. Like, not a lot of people have that support, and I'm very thankful to have that support. You know, I've always been honest with my parents. I've always told them what my plan was. Like, I remember a little story for you guys. I went to Disneyland, and the training partner I had at the time was wanting to do a cycle. It was my first cycle, and we decided we were going to do it. But first, obviously, I went on holiday and I spoke to my parents and I said, you know, I want to be a bodybuilder and I'm going to have to take steroids, and you know, they weren't really happy about it, but they were willing. They were willing to support what I had to do. You know, they don't agree with the decision, but they are very understanding of it, and they are very behind me in, you know, following my dreams to obviously be an IFBB pro one day, to step on Olympia stage. They back it all the way, and they've been there since the first day of prep, which is really, really appreciated, because not a lot of people can say that, and obviously I appreciate it. That's like, you know, that's like my base, you know, my ground base. If you got those people around you, you know, no matter who comes and goes, if your family and your network are supporting you, then you're literally indestructible in terms of like reaching your goals. You are really, really in a good place, which is good. In terms of relationships, I've never really been with anyone that's been into gym as much as I have. No one really has seen into the world as much as I live it. You know, it's hard to explain to people why you do things, why you eat out Tupperwares. Like, you know, I think there's a couple different awkward situations. So like, for example, if I'm with a girl and I stay over at their house, I have to take like my food, like everything, my supplements, my gym stuff. Like, I leave to go to someone's house, even if it's a friend's house, I'll take 2 or 3 bags full of stuff. And sometimes, you know, it can be a bit weird if the parents understand and you're trying to cook food in the kitchen and they're asking like, why did you eat this? Why did you have to eat that? Why did you wear everything? You know, it's a bit like, it's a bit daunting at times, and it can set anxiety off. For me it did, so I know exactly how that feels. But in terms of relationships with girls, like, most of them I've never had a girlfriend on prep, ever. And I don't think that's a bad thing, nor a good thing. I think I need to find the right girl to be with me on prep, because that is if anyone's prepped here, which I'm sure people have watching this, prep is a very hard time. It's not easy. And if you guys are wondering how to give, you know, an insight to your partner before you start prep, just lay it on a stick for them. Literally, be straight up honest. Be like, listen, to your boyfriend or your girlfriend, like, prep's going to be really hard. I'm going to have, you know, I am probably going to have mood swings. I'm going to be tired. My sex drive is going to drop off. Like, it's going to be hard. So just set it straight to them and kind of set them the real expectations. But as far as being like, I haven't really been with a girl long enough over the past couple of relationships for them to see into real bodybuilding and for them to actually support it, if that makes sense. But luckily my family support it, and my circle's tight, and that's just how it is and how it will be for, you know, the next couple of months. Okay, my most valuable supplements. Jen. No. So, I mean, for me, there's not a most valuable supplement. If anything, it's going to be a health supplement, because health is, you know, longevity. If we ain't healthy, we ain't lifting. So it would have to be a health supplement, man. Like, I don't have a most valuable, but if it was a most valuable, it would be something like my Love Heart or Vital Support. So any sort of cycle support for health, you know, where you're protecting your liver, your kidneys, your cholesterol. Those sorts of supplements to me are valuable, because, like I said, if you're not healthy, you can't train, you know. So, like, you can have the best pump agent in the world, but if your liver fails, you're dead. For a natty, I would say even like a natty is for natties. Like, I think personally, if you can get enough food in and you can eat food, save your money. Like, just save your money and just eat food. I think if you want to take a supplement, you know, if your protein intake's really high, then a whey protein isolate if you can afford it. If you can eat, then eat. You know, save your money where you can. But as in, you know, most naturals don't have like 350 grams of protein to eat a day. You know, like, I've never seen a natty with protein that high. But if your protein is that high, or higher, too high for you, let's say, and you need help getting protein. And then a protein shake would be good. A creatine is really good. I don't think a pre-workout is necessary. Like, it's not the be-all and end-all, but if you want a pre-workout, they're good. They're all really good. It's just if they're necessary to your lifestyle and if you have the money to afford these things. If you don't have the money, you can get these things from food. If you don't have the money for pre-workout, you can go buy a £1 Monster and you get caffeine. We've all done that. So, in terms of assisted athletes, like I said, your health supplements, your gold mines. If you're assisted, you're going to be more. Let's be honest. If you can afford to be assisted, you can afford to buy the health subs. And if you can afford to buy the health subs, the odds are you've got every other supplement: carbohydrate powder, creatine, EAAs, protein, glucose disposal agents. Like, personally, one of the things I've found recently that have really changed my appearance and fullness and pumps has been a GDA. So that's a glucose disposal agent, and that's basically you take off your carbohydrate meals, and it just helps shuttle the carbohydrates you've eaten into your muscles for the fullness, and you get to use those nutrients. And I would have that pre and post workout, or even with a big cheat meal. So you always see me in my videos have a little GDA pot with me. If you're looking for one, Glycomax by Strong or Lumberjack is very, very good. I'll put a link in the description. It's fantastic. In fact, if you need any supplements, Lumberjack supplements, they have a variety of different brands in their shop. Axonstead, Strong, Galaxin, to name a few, they have a load. So the link will be in the description. Use Dan for 15% off all your supplement. Cool. We're gonna end on a deep one from my man LSJ. Yeah, been smashing the game. He says, first memory in the gym. Christ, I don't even know. I just remember going to my local sports centre and walking in there and having an induction and thinking, this looks really cool, and being a bit starstruck with the machines. There used to be a group of us that used to go there, and we train chest, train arms, train legs, just like normal guys really, just like normal people. We'd go in there, do some dumbbell presses, all that kind of stuff, just basic stuff. Funnily enough, I actually went to that gym not long ago. I went to the Stafford Sports Centre where I used to train, where I got my induction. This all started really. I didn't want to be a bodybuilder back then. I just wanted to build muscle and build some confidence really. I didn't even know what bodybuilding was. Didn't even know what muscles were really, apart from watching like John Cena on TV. But other than that, like, my first memory, walk in there with my friends, get an induction and just start pressing like the 10-kilo dumbbells, thinking they're really heavy. Days of the past now. Right guys, so thank you for sending in your questions. We did get a lot of questions, so if I didn't answer yours, I'm very, very sorry. We will make another Q&A in the future. Head over to my Instagram. If you don't follow me already, please do go follow me. It's Danny Mangan Fitness. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Please like and share the video. Comment down below, guys. I want you to comment absolutely anything. Comment your favourite supplement, okay? It helps the channel massive amounts, okay? Second of all, have a great week coming up, and we will see you guys next Sunday for another video. Peace.